I'm Chris Ferzoco with the Ferzoco Group Real Estate Team here in Ocean City, and we get questions all the time from folks about just really what goes on down, at the shore in Ocean City specifically, through the spring, summer, and actually into the fall season as well. Just so people want to always inquire, just like, what do we do down here besides just the ocean and the beach? So we're going to talk a little bit about some of those events today.
All right, Chris. So there's events down here on the shore, but I want to know about Ocean City. What are these events that I need to go to?
Sure. Well, some of the great events that Ocean City has that most people know about the Music Pier. It's obviously the famous location there. Music Pier has concerts actually just throughout the summer. They have some great names that come through, through the course of the year. So you really want to check that out because there's always any level of entertainment could be coming through at any time. And so it's really enjoyable. It's right there. I mean, you're overlooking the ocean. You have these great concerts and stuff, and you come out of the show and you're right there on the boardwalk. And you can kind of get the nightlife of the boardwalk right after that. So it really makes for a really fun evening, relaxing, and overall it just kind of really takes in the whole embodiment of Ocean City and the Music Pier and the arts and the entertainment that Ocean City has to offer. Some of the other fun things when you have throughout the year, you have Family Fun Night, which is on really like Thursday nights, which is great because you have some of the shops are open a little bit later, but you have music and you're going to have some vendors that are open with food and stuff like that. So it's really a cool time in downtown where people just kind of enjoy the nights together as well. So like I said, there's some live music in and around the street and stuff like that. So the Family Fun Night's always enjoyable. Through the year, you're going to have things that kind of kick off the season. So the most famous parade is the Doodah Parade for Ocean City, which is neat. So that's kind of really what kicks off the season in Ocean City. So that's always pretty neat that you have that. Through the year, then you also have the antique car show. So that's something that's really become very popular over the years. People just love that. People, you have those folks that love to work on their cars, and they're really neat. These cars are absolutely fantastic. They're gorgeous. So, they have the antique car show. The one fun event that's getting more and more popular is the Jeep show. So you have they have a Jeep weekend in the Poconos. So you come up, you line your Jeep up on the boardwalk. So that's something that's growing in popularity is Jeep Weekend.
And is that in Ocean City?
Yep, it's on the boardwalk. They actually do have one in another location down in Wildwood also. That one's on the beach. The Ocean City, actually, they host it up on the boardwalk.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the ones that I really enjoy to see, it's because it's a 3-day weekend, is Memorial Day weekend, which is really a kickoff to the season. And what happens actually on Saturday is what the business folks actually open up the beach. And so what happens, you get all these businesses that are in Ocean City. They get dressed up in crazy costumes and all this stuff, and they line up and they march into the ocean with their briefcases or what have you, flags and all that stuff, and they march into the ocean, and that is the way of the businesses opening up the beach and opening up Ocean City for the season.
Wait, so they don't just open like the beach, they like go into the sea?
Yeah, it's not like a ribbon cutting. It is like there's hundreds of people, and people videotape and watching all the time, but yeah, they literally will march all the way into the ocean. I mean, diving in and waist high in their briefcases and business suits and stuff like that. So I think they're the suits they're not going to wear on a regular basis.
Right.
So, yeah.
What day or when is that?
That's done on that Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. Yep. Okay. And then of course after that, like the next day, there's some beach events where they have like obstacle courses and stuff like that, like some kind of like a beach event on like Sunday. And of course it's your normal then Memorial Day services that you have after that. But it's kind of really the true kickoff of the season in Ocean City. So that's a fun one. That's growing in popularity as well. They've done a great job promoting that over the years. It was actually started by a real estate agent down in the area. He put it together, and it's just really grown leaps and bounds. So that's always pretty cool.
That is funny.
Naturally, you have 4th of July, which is huge in Ocean City. They always do an amazing job with their fireworks display in Ocean City.
Where do the fireworks get?
They're in the ocean, so they actually are off the beach. They're done on a barge. And really,
cool.
yeah, and you can see it in some places. You're lucky enough you can see it from your condo, you can see it from the complex that you're in, and really be able to experience it that way. But so many people will go to the beach and the boardwalk and watch it from there, which is it's a great experience for the 4th of July. And let's see here. Gosh, there's just so many events. I will say the great thing about the shore towns as a whole, they're doing more and more and more every year within their towns so that folks have things to do. And then it's not just geared toward just the boardwalk or just the beach and just the ocean itself. They're doing so much stuff. And like I said, like you have like the family fun nights, you have the nights where where the vendors are involved with they're open up on the streets, and what have you. So they're always doing things to get people excited about the town and get them involved.
Do you have like any personal stories about when you might have gone to some of these events, or do you have a personal favorite among the ones that you've shared with us?
Yeah, well, my personal favorite is actually the Jeep weekend. My wife has a Jeep, so we enjoy going up there because you really get to see what other people are doing with their Jeeps. So that's always cool, because then you're like, oh, geez, I could do this with mine and all this. You kind of get wrapped up in the whole thing. But Jeep, I really do like the Jeep Festival. That's a whole lot of fun. That one there. I do enjoy probably the 4th of July. That one there, I'm there a lot for that one. That one I enjoy. I've always enjoyed that one year over year. So
you take your family out there?
Yeah, took the kids when they were younger. They didn't really, it was a little loud for them when they were kids. So now they enjoy it now because they've gotten older. So for them, they also get to enjoy the night up on the boardwalk. So again, you kind of, as I mentioned about when you have the music pier and going to the concerts there, it's kind of the same thing where now all of a sudden there's things for you to do as an adult and your kids are a little bit older and they're allowed to just go off on their own and just have a meeting point, and you can really let them go off and do what they want to do.
It really does sound like a very fun night as a teenager.
It is. Well, it's a fun night, and you do feel really safe with them being out there. And again, you just kind of allows you as the adult too to enjoy it.
Now, July 4th. What do you do for like food if you're watching the fireworks? Do you like bring your own cooler?
No, that's typically something that you'd have where you would kind of go. You go back to, you go up for a little bit.
Okay.
You might bring a beverage or something like that, although Ocean City is a dry town, so I'm not advocating that. You'd bring like a water, you might bring a soda or something like that with you. But hey, it's the boardwalk, so you want to go up there, you want to eat the vendor food up there, the Johnson's popcorn, the pizza and all that stuff there. So that's my public service announcement. You go buy from the vendors, don't bring your own stuff. But one of the real true it's not a secret, but one of the greatest events that Ocean City has that stands above the rest of any other town is they have Nights in Venice. And that this year, I believe, that's always in July. And it is an absolute magnificent event. Again, no other town has this. I think it's the best for sure for Ocean City. So what they do is actually, it's a boat parade. It's a big party. And it's a boat parade. And basically you have all the people on the bay. They have these big parties. They will dress up and they will decorate their condos. The businesses, the big high rises will have big themes going on their complexes and parties and stuff like that. And then you'll have the boats themselves will also decorate, and they'll travel down, and people cheer for them, and you vote on who's the best from the boat and who's the best from the shore. And it's a great big time. And of course, Santa Claus is always there. The Grinch was there last year. So, and it's done in July. It's Nights in Venice. Well, remember, because Santa's always there because it's Christmas in July, right? So you have to have Santa show up. But yeah, so this is done in July, and it's just it's just a real spectacular event to see the detail and the work that people put in to not just their boats, but into the complexes and the homes that line the bay. It's an amazing event.
Cool.
Yeah. So, with that, you really want to take the time, come down to the shore, even if it's a weekend trip for you, but you really want to come down to, especially the Ocean City area. There's always some amazing events that are going on that really are there and geared to entertain you, not just the beach, not just the boardwalk. There's so many other amazing things that go on in the Ocean City area that you should really make it a point to check it out.